Good morning student, I Purnima welcome you to my class, and today I am going to teach you a new topic of grammar, that is subject verb conquered. Subject verb conquered is also known as or by the name of subject verb agreement. So this is a new topic. I think in class 8 you did not study, so please listen carefully. So what is the name of the topic? Subject verb conquered or subject verb agreement. Now, well children, here subject means the person or thing about which something is said. So here subject means the person or thing about which something is said. When we construct a sentence, its verb and subject should agree in number and person. Now person, I already told you, first person, second person and third person. So what is first person? I, we. Second person, you, your. And third person is he, she, it, he, she, it, name, or singular thing. They, plural is them, or children. Okay, so this is first person, second person and third person. First person is I or we, second is you or you, he, she, it, name or singular thing. This is the third person, and they, them or children are the plural of the third person. Okay, so now children, here there are certain rules which I am going to explain. So what do you mean by subject? Subject is the first person, second person or third person, and here subject means a person or thing about which something is said. Okay, so first of all, rule 1. What is rule 1? A singular subject takes the verb in the singular and plural subjects take the verb in plural one. Now before understanding this point, you have to know what I want to say. Now student, now first of all try to understand singular and plural subjects. Okay, singular and plural subjects, right? So children, if boy is there, then it would be boys. This is subject. Okay, if girls are there, singular girls will become plural girls. Man, men. Child, children. Okay, so so this is about subject. If subject, singular subject is there, and if plural subject is there, so children, boy will become boys, girl will become girls, man will become men, child will become children, and so on. Okay, fox will become foxes, toy will become toys. So we all know what is a singular and plural. But children, in the case of verb, it is simply opposite. Please mark this point. In the case of verb, it is simply opposite. So let's see. Verb, singular, plural. Okay. So if tell is a singular verb, so here we will add s. and plural verb is have. Like it is just opposite from subject. In subject, s is added with plural number, but in verb, s is added with singular number. Okay, like run. So singular verb will become runs and plural verb will become run. Similarly, singular verb will become writes and plural verb become write. Sings, sing. Okay, so singular verb will become sing, plural will become sing. Singular will become writes, plural will become write. Runs. That means I want to say, children, with, you can write it this point is very important, with singular subject, with singular subject, singular verb, okay, we add s or es. With singular verb, we add s or es. Okay, and with plural verb, we don't add s or es. Just remember again, with singular verb, we add s. With plural verb, we never add s. So my first point is that a singular subject. Now this is, now I am going to start telling you the rules of subject and predicate. A singular subject takes the verb in the singular and a plural subject takes the verb in the plural. A singular subject takes the verb in the singular and a plural subject takes the verb in the plural. Okay, a singular subjects. So once again, this rule number 1 is very important. Okay, that with singular subjects, a singular subjects take the verb in the singular and a plural subjects take the verbs in the plural. Okay, like Sohan comes here every week. For example, Sohan comes here every week. Okay, so the sentence is Sohan comes here every week. Now, Sohan is singular or plural? You tell me. So, Sohan is of course singular. It is singular, third person subject. Sohan is singular, third person subject. Okay, so Sohan comes. Now children, if singular subject is there, Sohan, so it will take singular verb. It will take singular verb. So I have added s with the verb come. So I have added s with the verb come and it has become comes. It has become comes. So Sohan is singular and the verb comes is singular. So rule number 1 is, you can write it, a singular subject takes the verb in the singular and a plural subject take the verb in the plural. Like my second sentence, the workers are on strike. So children, workers is plural and are is plural. This was singular and this is also singular. Okay, workers are plural and are is also plural. Will be with workers. Since it is a plural subject, we will never use is. We will always use are. So with singular subject, we take singular verb. This is rule number 1. And children, with plural subject, we take plural verb. Once again, I remind you that s or es is added with singular verb. Okay, like you can see, this sentence, Sohan comes here every week. Sohan comes here every week. Sohan is subject, singular subject, and comes here is plural subject. Okay, now rule number 2. Now, so this is rule number 1 is clear. You can all write it. With singular subject, okay, with singular subjects we have singular verb, and with plural subject we have plural verb. Now we will come to rule number 2. When two or more singular subjects are connected by and, when two or more than two singular subjects are connected by and, then the verb should also be in plural. So my second point is, listen carefully students, when two or more than two subjects, okay, singular subject, not plural. See here I am telling singular subject, when they are connected with and, when two or more singular subjects are connected by and, then the verb here is in plural. Like Sohan and Ravi are brothers. So when two subjects, so here what are the two subjects? Sohan and Ravi. These two are the two subjects. When they are children, there two or more than two subjects are there, then the verb should be in plural. Then the verb should be in plural. Okay. With plural verb, we should have, with plural verb, we should have, with two singular subject, when they are joined with and, we should have plural verb. Okay, so this was point number 2. What was point number 1? Point number 1 is that with singular subjects, we should have singular verb. With plural subject, we should have plural verb. Okay, now point number 2 is that when two or more singular subjects are connected by and, so the verb should be in plural. Then the verb should be in plural. Like Ram and Shyam are good players. Apple, bananas and oranges were kept in the basket. Apple, oranges, bananas were kept in the basket. Okay, apples. Okay, one singular subject. Banana, one singular subject. Okay, and pineapple or mango, one singular subject. So altogether there are three singular subjects. And if they are connected by and, so the verb will be plural. Okay, so point number 1, singular subject takes singular verb, plural subject takes plural verb. Second point, when two or more subjects, when they are singular subjects, when they are connected by and, then the verb will be plural. Okay. Now rule number 3. When two singular noun refers to the same person, when two singular noun refers to the same person, the verb must be singular. So the verb must be singular. When two singular noun refer to the same person, the verb must be in singular. Okay, like the manager and secretary has been promoted. The manager and the secretary, that means the manager and the secretary of the hotel or of some business shop is the same person. So the manager and secretary has been promoted. Okay, now this manager and secretary is the same person. Okay, so it will take singular verb. Shruti's friend and colleague is coming. Shruti's friend and colleague is coming. That means Shruti friend and colleague is the same person. So with that we will take singular verb. Shruti friend and colleague is coming. Okay. The manager and secretary has died. Has is a singular verb. The manager and the secretary has died. Has is a singular verb. Okay. Now, so children, point number 1, singular verb, singular subject. Plural verb, plural subject. Okay. Point number 2, when two or more singular subject joins by and, then the verb will be also plural. Okay. When two singular noun refers to the same person, then the verb must be singular. Now, rule number 4. When two or more noun makes one unit. When two or more noun makes one unit. Okay. That is, then the verb must be singular. When two or more noun makes one unit. Now here rice and curry. Okay. Rice and curry is my favorite food. Okay, now rice and curry, they are the same unit. Okay, rice and curry are the same unit. Okay. So children, when two or more noun makes one unit, like children, bread and butter. Bread and butter both are the breakfast. Okay, they are considered as one unit. So bread and butter is a good breakfast. Okay. Bread and butter is a good breakfast. Bread and butter is a good breakfast. Alright. So now children, we can say bread and butter is a good breakfast. Then needle and thread is kept in my box. Needle and thread is kept in my box. Okay student, so needle and thread is kept in my box. So needle and thread is considered as one unit. Okay, bat and ball is considered as one unit. I will bring bat and ball is brought for you. So because this is bat and ball is considered as one unit. Okay, rule number 5. Rule number 5 is when a singular subject is qualified by verb, when a singular subject is qualified by each or every, the verb must be singular. That means, children, when any singular subject, remember, when any singular subject is qualified by each or every, the verb must be singular. Okay, the verb must be singular. Each boy was given a present. So when with singular subject, when each or every will come, then they will have singular verb. Okay, for example, each boy is given gift. So this is singular verb and singular subject. Each boy is given gift. Every girl has a book of her own. Every girl has a book of her own. Okay. So second example. Every girl has a book of her own. Every girl has a book of her own. Every girl has. Okay. So every girl has a book of her own. Every girl has a book of her own. Okay. So when two or more children, when singular subject is qualified by each or every, okay, the verb must be in singular. The verb must be in singular. Like every boy is given a present. Each child was given a gift. Every girl has a book of her own. So every girl has a book of her own. Okay. Now we will come to rule number 6. So this, just remember, point to number 1, singular subject, singular verb. Plural subject, plural verb. Point number 2, when two or more singular subjects are connected by and, then the verb is plural. When two or more singular subjects are connected by and, then the verb is plural. Two or more singular subjects connected by and, the verb is plural. But when two singular subjects refer to the same person, the verb must be singular, or the same unit, the verb must be singular. And when a singular subject is qualified each and every, that means if each and every will be there with singular subject, then also the verb will be singular. Okay, the phrase one is always followed by a plural noun, but the verb is always singular. Okay, now children, if the phrase is there, okay, I already discussed with you what is a phrase. So if the phrase is there in which one will be there, one of the boys, okay, like one of the girls. So children, the phrase, if the phrase is there where one is always followed by a plural subject, then the verb is singular. Okay, then the verb will be singular. Like, for example, one of the boys. So this is a phrase, and here boys is plural and one is singular. So one is followed by plural number. Okay, one is followed by plural number. One of the boys is, one of the boy is my friend. Now children, if one is followed, if there is a phrase which start with one and it is followed by plural, then the verb will always be singular. Okay, one of the girls sings very well. Girl is, children, plural subject, and sing is singular subject, singular verb. So here this is a phrase. It is followed by girls is a plural. One is followed by a plural subject, and then the singular subject is there. Okay. One of the books is mine. One of the book is mine. This is the very book that I needed. Okay. So this is also there. This is the very book. So if very book is there, if very singular is no, so only this thing two you can write it. One of the books is mine. One of the book is mine. When two nouns are linked by either or neither nor. When two nouns, remember, when two nouns are linked by either or neither nor, the verb agrees with the later noun. The verb agrees with the later noun. Okay? When two nouns are linked by either or neither noun, the verb agrees with the later noun. Like children, neither food nor clothes. So here verb neither food. Listen to this. Neither food nor clothes. Neither food nor clothes were available. Neither food nor clothes were available. So neither food nor clothes. Neither food is singular and nor clothes are plural. So children, whatever is the later, the thing, the verb, the noun which come afterward, if it is singular, then singular verb will be there. If it is plural, then the plural verb will be there. Try to understand this. Neither food nor clothes. So food is singular, okay, and cloth is plural. Clothes is plural. So children, with the later one, what is the later one? Clothes. So we will use, it is plural, so we will use plural verb. Neither food nor clothes were available. That means children, if neither nor, two subjects are there and they are joined by neither nor, either or. Okay. When two nouns are linked by either or nor, neither nor, the verb agrees with the later noun. So what happened children? The verb agrees with the later noun. Neither the boys nor the teacher. Now you can see, neither the boys are plural, nor the teacher is singular. Neither the boys nor the teacher. Now teacher is singular and it is later, it comes afterward. So the verb will be followed by the subject which come afterward. So teacher is singular here. Neither the boys nor the teacher is here. Okay. Neither the boys are plural, nor the teacher is singular. So this is what children? Neither the boys nor the teacher is here. Okay. Neither the boys nor the teacher is here. When a sentence begins with introductory there, the verb should agree with the noun that follows it. When a sentence begins with introductory there, the verb should agree with the noun that follows it. The verb should agree with the noun that follows it. there are 6 boys in the class. There is a table in my room. There are 6 boys in the class. There is a table in my room. So when a sentence begins with introductory there, the verb should agree with the noun that follows it. Okay, when a sentence begins with introductory there, the verb should agree with the noun that follows it. There are 6 boys in the class. Okay, so here you can see the sentence is beginning with there, and children, the verb is agreeing with the noun. Now after there, if there is a plural noun, then are will be there. If there will be singular noun, then is will be there. Okay, like there are 6 boys in the class. There are 6 boys in the class. There is a table in my room. There is a table in my room. There are 6 boys in the class. There is a table in my room. There is a table in my room. Okay, there are 6 boys in the class. There is a table in my room. Now there is followed by a table, which is a singular subject is there, and that's why is here. Okay, and here children, there are 6 boys in the class, so boys are plural, so we are using are here. Okay, so the rule number 8 is there. When a sentence begin with introductory there, the verb should agree with the noun that follows it. Okay, there are 6 boys in the class. Okay, so now children, the time is over. Okay, and with this I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Goodbye. Bye.